Hi, everybody. Claudia here from Fluffy Cow Coffee. As you know, we are the only coffee company in the country that has a mission of supporting farm animal sanctuaries. And we do this by having online, weekly, week-long fundraisers for a specific sanctuary somewhere in this great country of ours. And today we are with the lovely Lori from Stardust Animal Sanctuary in Illinois. Good morning, Lori.
Good morning, Claudia.
So now, Lori, tell us all about what's the goings on at Stardust Animal Sanctuary. How long have you been around? You got to refresh my recollection. It's been almost 3 years since we last chatted. So tell me about, let's refresh our fan base as to what you are, where you are, and the good work you do.
Okay, so we are located in Richmond, Illinois,
Okay.
and we started privately in the early 2000s range, and then we became a 501c3 in 2009. Our basic mission is we are driven to rescue the ones that are left behind. It's just that is
I think you froze. All right,
and to be understood.
okay, Laura, you froze in the middle of that. So we lost you at your mission is to rescue those left behind.
Yes, whether they have emotional, precious needs or physical health precious needs, um, that is the heart of the mission.
Awesome. And how many residents do you currently have, and what are the species?
We have approximately 60 because we really were networking a lot of birds this year,
Okay.
as you can hear.
So
We also have 2 cows. We have a farm pig. We have potbelly pigs and goats and horses and dogs and cats and ducks and
wow,
turkeys, um, hens, roosters, lots of roosters.
I can hear. That's awesome. Now give us an idea of like where how the residents come to you, how you find these residents and save them.
We try to do a lot of networking behind the scenes to find homes for a lot of the residents before they come here. And as we exhaust all of our efforts, then if we have an opening, then we do take them in. Sometimes, unfortunately, residents are abandoned at our gate, and so we do not turn our back on them as well.
Mhm. Now, that brings up the question to me is when you take in at Stardust a new resident, is that resident there for the rest of its natural life, or do you then seek to rehome if possible?
All of the farm animals are usually residents for life, unless we are taking in like a temporary rescue effort, which we do a lot, and then transport them to other sanctuaries. Our dog residents usually come here because they are at the end days, down to the minutes of their life. So it's usually about a 2-year spectrum of rehabbing, actually just letting them unwind and just become themselves again, and just letting them peel their own onion down to their beautiful soul. And those are the ones we do try to adopt out. Our success rate is about 50-50.
Hmm. And about how many dogs and cats do you think you rescue on a annually?
Oh gosh, well, networking and placing, not bringing them here, um, it's hundreds because I go through hundreds of emails every week with farm animals, dogs, and cats, and try to just give support, education, and just it's like looking for a needle in a haystack to try to help families place their companions.
Yeah. So, when you say you're networking, when you find both your residents as well as your permanent residents, as well as the dogs and cats, you are bring. It sounds to me like what you're saying is you're networking with other rescues and sanctuaries. Is that correct? Or where, when you're networking, where are you networking?
I think that other sanctuaries and rescues do this as well, but we usually will receive emails, text messages, phone calls, instant messages. I go through all of those and reach out back to the families, and then try to reach out to further sanctuaries that are further from us. Just researching on sanctuaries that would take in precious needs dogs or dogs with special emotional needs, and then try to get back to the families, giving them just resources and education is it's a huge thing. So I am just a little ripple in the pond, I guess.
So you're talking about individuals are coming to you via text, Instagram, Facebook messages, or families are coming to you, and you're trying to help each person who contacts you and your organization in any way you can. It's what it sounds like. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, and that is how you get even not only are you helping, so this is really interesting to me because your impact is sounds to be much greater than just by not just defined by those animals that you take into your organization for to live out their lives. You're also impacting hundreds of animals by helping put them find them new homes or find them better situations and helping all these families who have reached out to you. Is that right?
That is correct. I feel like just a ripple in a pond. I am really driven to answer every email and text and message, even if it takes me a couple of days because of the weather, and taking care of the residents here is the primary focus. And I still am employed as well, but I do have just this, it's a desire, and a gratefulness because, the one that if I didn't return that call, it's just amazing that that was the one companion animal that just slid into the perfect solution. So I just, I don't put the pressure on myself, but I just know it's just a knowing that I need to do this because even if I save one, out of all those phone calls, that one was saved. And for the rest, I just really pray on it and put forth that vibration and that energy. And it's just amazing the miracles that happen. And I'm just so grateful to be alive to be able to do that. And just doing it behind the scenes, I usually do it at nighttime when I lay down. So that's kind of my little sidebar.
This is like, Laura, you are just the most precious human being. And
Oh, I'm
your,
nothing really.
your passion for helping animals, you exude it, right? You exude this love and kindness towards other beings. And you really are like, you epitomize what Beth and I always talk about, which is that people who do what you do, all you amazing animal sanctuary, workers and people who have animal sanctuaries and dog rescues and cat rescues, you're all of a different breed of human. You are the kind of human we need so much more of in this world. And we can't thank you enough for all the amazing, amazing work you do and the impact you have on these precious souls. So I just say hats off to Lori and all people like Lori, because you are something else, is all I got to say, Lori. That's really something.
Well, my gratitude is I'm just a little I'm a penny in the pond, really. The one that does the ripple. The animals are the wave here. It's just their vibration, their gratitude, how they connect with each other is the way that we humans need to be like. They don't all agree. I mean, a duck and a horse do not agree on the way to live, but as they pass each other by, you feel this extraordinary vibe of connectedness, of just letting them be, and they let each other be. And I think my biggest calling is that the animals are here just as an example. We can only take in so many, and then we're locked in. So that's why I do the networking. And then, but I realize that this whole scheme of things is to treat humans like they treat each other. Everybody wants to be in their own little flock and their own couple, but they completely have the connectedness and the understanding and the non-judgment that they're the teachers, they're the education here, they do it all. So my total gratitude just goes to the joy in the moment of seeing their gratefulness for just a pea put in there, little frozen peas put in their water. So it's really all about the animals.
Yeah, it's fantastic. All right, Lori, let's talk about the fundraiser. Okay. So just to remind your fan base, and our fan base knows about the fundraiser, but your fan base, let's remind them that Fluffy Cow, the fundraiser started Monday morning and Sunday at midnight. We donate $2.50 for every item sold on the website during the course of the fundraiser. And we have adorable things, including things like mugs if you don't drink coffee. We have t-shirts, hats. We have all kinds of swag and stuff, species specific even. And we also, most importantly, from our perspective, we have tremendously fantastic coffee. So if you have coffee fans, please let them know, spread the word. We donate $2.50 for every item sold during the course of the fundraiser, which, like I said, ends Sunday at midnight. And we want to make sure that your fans also know that when this is over, new fans are going to get, because I know you've done a great job with that URL. You send the shortened URL to your fan base after they've purchased, and they can rebuy. And every time somebody buys using that URL, we donate to Stardust into the future. So it's kind of like an annuity, which is wonderful. Now, Lori, the big question here, though, is let's say we do just as well as last time, or even like a little better, because we did this in 2022 and we raised about $300. We want to raise at least $300. So tell me what kind of impact $300 would have on Stardust.
That would be so amazing. Medical is off the charts this summer. And so medical, and then also we need another habitat like we did the last time we spoke for our birds. So we are just so tremendously grateful from our hearts to yours, and we love your coffee so much.
Oh, thank you. All right. Well, Lori, now we have, like I said, we have 2.5 more days. So we got to get the word out among your followers, among our fans, to get people to buy. So I can write you and Venmo you a big old check on Monday, so we could get you some medical expenses, paid for, and help you get a new habitat for those lovely birds of yours.
Thank you. This is such a wonderful opportunity, and thank you for considering Stardust Animal Sanctuary in your weekly generous giving.
We love Stardust Animal Sanctuary, and we love you, Lori. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed that I write you a big old check on Monday. And in the meantime, you have a fantastic weekend.
You too.
Okay. We'll talk
Thank
soon, Lori.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.